currently tuned in to LoveLinked on IntellectualRadio.com and iHeartRadio station. I'm your host and creator, Brandy Love. Join us live in the studio is the cast of Shy Ill. Good morning, guys.
Good morning. Good morning. How are you?
First up, we have Christopher Greer and Jacqueline. How you doing, guys?
Doing wonderful. Doing wonderful.
And the creator, Emmanuel, will be chiming in with us shortly. So first of all, we want to say, Christopher, good morning and welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you. It's wonderful being here.
So tell us a little bit about your role in Shy Ill.
I play a young man, well, an older man by the name of Jacques Baptiste. I am a drug lord slash criminal slash young man that's actually running for mayor of Chicago. And I have two sons, and everything that I do is based on criminal intent. And it's a very, very interesting role, and I'm looking forward to actually, digging in deep into it. And
so, did you already know that you wanted to be an actor?
Well, I've been acting up all my life, so I think it was only natural for that I actually went into acting. I started off, in the plays as a little boy in grammar school and stuff like that. And I think my career actually started becoming a extra in a TV series called Lady Blue back when I was 16 years old. I'm not going to tell you how old I am now because it doesn't matter. But I started off there, and I've done several extra spots in many Chicago shot movies and television series and things like that. So it's something that I've always been interested in doing.
And you have quite an impressive resume. You were on an episode of Chicago Med, I believe?
Yes,
okay.
Chicago Med, also Chicago Justice, and 3 episodes of Empire. I've also done some plays, Two Wrongs Don't Make a Right, and the other one was Games People Play. And, I'm glad that it was 2 other people that were here that actually was in that same play that I could not remember. Also act in different upcoming movies like September Rain, which should be coming out in, I think, March of 2017. Also, I'll be in a movie called Mama Told Me. It's formerly known as Pop, P-O-P. And that should be coming out soon this year.
And so were you told that you had to leave Chicago in efforts to propel your career, or do you think we're doing okay now?
I think that we're doing well. This past year of 2016, I saw a lot of movies and television shows that were shot here in Chicago. You had, like I said before, Chicago Med, you had Empire, Chicago Justice, Chicago Fire, Chicago Everything. You also have
Chicago Everything.
Chicago Everything. And also APB, which is a series that's coming out on Fox. In February. It's going to be on right after the Super Bowl, in which I was in several episodes of that also. So I try to keep busy, keeps me out of trouble.
All right, look at you doing your thing.
I'm trying.
All right, Miss Gonzalez, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
So tell us, what role do you have in the Shy Ill series?
So I play Elizabeth Rodriguez, which is Carlos Rodriguez. He's the drug lord, the cartel. I play his daughter, and it's kind of like a dynamic role. I sit back and something happens to my father, and I kind of got to step up my game and take control. It's a pretty cool character, and I really like her. Like, I really, really like the character. It's out of my realm. I'm not used to it. It's kind of, I'm a bit violent, kind of revengeful, and it's pretty cool. I enjoy it.
So you are involved in a web series entitled Pink Panties. Please tell me. That sounds scandalous. I want to hear about this.
You know what? It's still in production now. We just had a table read a couple weeks ago. I guess I didn't even know, but pink panties is a type of drink. Ooh. I don't know, guys. I don't order this, but anyway, I'll stick to
right. You know, Moscow I don't order that, so
yeah.
No. Okay.
But
I heard it's pretty good.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I don't know. You're a perv.
I'm talking about the drink.
Okay, I hope so. But so yeah, it's a bunch of girlfriends. You know, real events. You know, what women go through, kind of like that bond. It's again, it's still in production, so I don't know where the second episode is gonna go. But that one's really cool too. It's a bunch of different characters. You know, like four girls. All four girls have this, you know, different type of dynamic. You know, some super serious, funny. You know, wilding out, badass, all that.
So do you model as well?
I do model. I just came back. I was telling the cast too. I just came relocated. I was living in San Diego for a couple of years, and I wasn't landing anything. And I don't know if it has to do with, you know, Cali has a certain type of look, or they're looking for a certain type of girl, you could say. I've been here only 3 months, and I have been just booking things, and I'm so grateful. Like, Chicago is, I don't know why I left. I really don't know why I left.
You heard it here. Chicago
seriously,
is wonderful.
Yes, it's wonderful. Like, I'm not going back. I mean, you know, whatever. I have to deal with the weather here, but I'm not going back. I mean, I'll deal with it, guys. I'll deal with it. But no, I mean, I've just been landing stuff. People are there's no bouginess involved. There's, you know, it's a great experience, and I'm here to stay. So.
Oh, I'm happy you like it here. Don't leave us.
No, I won't.
We're gonna go ahead and take a break. You're currently tuned in to LoveLinked on IntellectualRadio.com.
Your face, yeah, greets my eyes. Let's just take, yeah, baby, take our time. I'm gonna love you, baby. Really get to know you, baby. I wanna know you. I'm gonna love you, baby. Really get to know you, baby. Oh, baby. I'm gonna love you, baby. I wanna really get to know you, baby. I wanna show you, baby, why you need to know me, baby. Girl, you got that good kind of loving, good kind of loving, good kind of loving. Girl, you got that good kind of loving, good love. Girl, you've got that good kind of loving, good kind of loving, good kind of loving. Girl, you've got that good kind of loving, 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 good kind of loving. Good kind of loving, good kind of loving, good kind of loving, good kind of loving. My lips, yeah, kiss your eyes, baby. My thoughts, yeah.
And we're back. You're currently tuned in to LoveLinked on IntellectualRadio.com and iHeartRadio station. Now we have Renata Walsh and Bill Bailey. Woo! Good morning. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So, Ms. Walsh, tell us, what is your role in the Shy-Ill series?
Well, I play Noelle Hubbard. She is the district attorney. And
you look like an attorney.
Really?
Yes.
But thank you. You know, in my former life. But she plays a district attorney. I am in the second episode, so I have yet to see what, I'll be really, bringing. But I know one thing, I'll be trying to bring down a bunch of criminals and everything. So I'm excited to play the role because I've always wanted to play something, forceful like a district attorney or undercover, detective.
Undercover, Nancy Drew.
Okay. Yeah.
So you're working on your own project, which is a psychological thriller. Tell us about that.
Yes. Nina is actually something. My mind is, as artists, you kind of try to go there in a different way. And I don't want to say too much about it, but she struggles with dissociative disorder and also sleepwalking. And she actually goes through stages of her life as an adult with triggers of sleepwalking again, but also committing murders in her sleepwalking state. And so it's kind of going to be a little bit scary, gruesome, as well as like it'll make you think and actually do a lot of research. I've been doing a lot of research on sleepwalking, and I've come up with some really interesting things. And so it's pretty cool. It's a project that's still in production. I've written an intro and done an intro, but I'm still working on it.
And so are you going to be casting for that?
I am going to be casting for it.
And so tell us where we can get the information for.
Well, as soon as I put it up, I'll put it up on my Facebook page, which is Renata Noel. And I'll also put it out there probably, through the acting networks and stuff in the groups that I'm in on Facebook. So definitely reach out to some of the actors that I already know.
Now, you were an announcer for Gospel Radio 1600?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. I started off in radio, Gospel 1600, which is now Hallelujah. I think Hallelujah something, in St. Louis, and Magic 104.9. And so I started off in radio and television. That was my degree major.
And also you dabbled in runway modeling as well?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. I've done runway. I've done tours around the country. I've been from state to state down on the southern coast all the way to California. And started off in runway as well.
Now, do you find it's easier in Chicago to attain your goals here?
I was in Atlanta for 4 years, and to be honest with you, I really didn't like it. And my choice to come back to Chicago, I was booked a lot down there, but it was just the feel wasn't right. And so when I came back to the Midwest, because I'm from St. Louis, so I didn't want to really go back home. And I felt like Chicago was like the best of both worlds. Very cold winters, but extremely awesome summers. So, you get stuck in the summer, and then it's just, I love Chicago. So
glad to have you. Don't leave us now.
I'm not going to leave. I'm not going to leave you, but if the job calls, we got to go, but we'll always come back. You know what I'm saying?
I understand now. Bill Bailey, what's going on, Mr. Bailey?
Hey, should I go sit back down? Because after that, I don't know if I can.
Oh, stop.
You'll do final stop. Now, I want you to tell us what role are you portraying in the Shy-Ill series?
Well, believe it or not, I'm playing a Detective Bruce. I get caught up in a bunch of stuff and find out that, my partner's corrupt and there's a bunch of corruption going on, and a group of people are trying to keep me back from finding out what happens with a few deaths, but I won't reveal any of that. You can find out when you watch. And that's pretty much my character. I more or less right now am portrayed as the good detective. That's all I'm going to say. Doesn't mean it won't change, but I can't really give a whole lot because I don't want to ruin it.
Right.
I don't want to spoil Manny's plans, so.
So you were on Path of Egrets. Did you enjoy filming that project?
Yes, that was a blast. Pascal and the crew and the cast I met on there, it was amazing. I probably gained like 10 pounds plus being on that sit. I've never seen so many donuts or junk food. They had good food. They had fruits and vegetables and stuff. I just couldn't go towards eating those.
You didn't see those.
I didn't quite see those. They were there, but.
So tell us just a little tidbit of what your character is about on that project.
That project, I play an FBI agent.
Ooh, so that's about all you can tell us without giving it away.
Yeah, a short fight scene with Pascal's character and a few other little things, but that's
Lots
really
of
about
juicy, delicious scandals. I love it.
it. Hey, yeah, get to hit some people. That's fun.
And so you are going to be working on a project called Best Buds.
Yes, I'm working on a project called Best Buds. We're going to start in January, early February. And it basically, the sitting kind of takes place in Colorado, even though we're not going to be in Colorado. But it has to do with a guy who grows up with another guy. I'm just making it bare minimum. And he goes out to New York, starts a business and becomes a bigwig, gets caught up in a scandal and ends up going back home to Colorado where he runs into an old time friend and he needs a job really bad. And he ends up getting a job at a shop that sells weed.
Very interesting.
It's a comedy, so
It sounds funny.
you got some straight person like me going into working this because I need the money bad because I don't want my parents to know what happened and that I put their house up for mortgage to pay to be a partner in this company that went bankrupt. And yeah, it's just.
So what were your experiences like here in Chicago as far as trying to be cast on projects?
My experience in Chicago has been pretty good. I mean, I've been lucky. I've met a lot of great people, along with Manny and the cast of Shail alone, Pascal with Path of Egress. When I was on Chicago Fire, I met some great people on there that helped get me more roles in other areas. And it's just, I love Chicago. I mean, I grew up in Illinois. I've been to California a little bit. I've had people try to take me to Atlanta. I haven't been there yet. I've done a few things in St. Louis, but mostly been in Chicago. I mean, like Rhonda said, if I leave, it's going to be temporarily for, a job, if I'm acting, doing something else, and they have me traveling or whatever. But other than that, I will always have a house here, even if it's a shack, but a house to come back to.
So there you have it. Chicago, we're running things. We're going to go ahead and take a break on that note. You're currently tuned in to LoveLinked on IntellectualRadio.com.
Your face, yeah, greets my eyes. Let's just take, yeah, baby, take our time. I'm gonna love you, I'm gonna love you, baby. Really get to know you, baby. I wanna know you, I'm gonna love you, baby. Really get to know you, baby. Oh, baby. I'm gonna love you, baby. I wanna know, get to know you, baby. I wanna show you, baby, why you need to know me, baby. Girl, you got that good kind of loving, good kind of loving, good kind of loving. Girl, you got that.
IntellectualRadio.com and iHeartRadio station. And now we have Juan Delgado and Suli, and I'll let you say your last name.
Jimenez.
Okay, welcome to the show. Good morning.
Good morning, Brandy Love. Good
What's
morning.
going on?
It was going on. That's what's going on.
So, Suli, tell us, what is your role on the Shail series?
So I play Yulisa Perez, and she is a journalist. She used to be a journalist for two of the leading newspapers in Chicago. They weren't too fond of her stories, so she was kind of let go. So then she became a boutique owner, but pretty much she still does journalism. She likes to pinpoint the corruption going on in the city, whether it's from politicians, individuals. Her job is pretty much to clean up the streets in a sense.
And so what kind of projects have you worked on in the past?
I've worked more behind the scenes doing wardrobe styling. This is my first time ever getting in front of the camera. I've done extra work before, but never in a leading role.
That's exciting,
Yes,
right?
Very exciting. Very big difference from watching it to being a part of it.
So, do you like Chicago? Are you born and raised
I'm
here?
born and raised in Chicago.
Have you found any obstacles trying to pursue your passions here?
At first, there was a little bit of obstacles, but I've noticed within time, the industry has been growing and progressing. So I see a lot of opportunity happening in Chicago. Everyone else has pretty much expressed how much new projects have been coming into the city, and yeah, I'm not going anywhere.
What projects do you have coming forth going?
Right now, I'm working with the Filipino community. They're bringing a big Filipino designers from the Philippines to Chicago, so I'm working with them, doing the model casting calls, helping with the designs and all of that.
And so, if someone wants to get your services, tell them where they can find you.
They can find me under Doll Revolution on Facebook and Instagram.
Doll Revolution. I
Yes.
like that. Okay, and we have Juan Delgado. What's
Hello,
up?
hello. How's everybody doing?
How you doing?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me here.
So, what is your role on the Shail series?
My role in the Shail series is a 30-something-year-old Antonio Rodriguez. I am the brother. One of the lead character roles is the name is Elizabeth Rodriguez. And the thing about my character is the 30-something-year-old mama's boy somehow stays at home, which I think they took that from my real life. I was like, did somebody spy on me? Because I was still at home around 30-something. But they kill our dad, and now my sister, she's the one with the gun, and I just gotta follow her around and make sure she gets it right. But I'm like the weak one, she's like the dominant force in the family. So I just gotta help her out and try not to trip over myself. Pretty much it.
You were funny. Have you done any stand-up comedy?
Yes, I'm actually a stand-up comedian. I do shows around the city. Mikey O Comedy Show over on Wheat Street. I've performed with Miss Nikki, who was supposed to be here today. Miss Nikki, shout out wherever you are. We've gone as far as Michigan, and we have a good time. It's a great experience to be a stand-up comic.
Now, you were involved in a project called Games People Play.
Yes, with a very talented Christopher Greer here.
That struck a nerve.
It struck a nerve, yeah. And with Sharice Eaglin as well, a talented cast written by Mr. Victor Gully. It was my very first time doing a play. He had me host, do a little stand-up as well, and play a character in his play. And I was really fortunate, very grateful that he gave me a chance.
Have you experienced any obstacles in Chicago trying to pursue your interests?
No. I haven't had the door slammed shut on my face at all. Everybody's pretty cool. As long as you come in with an open mind, open heart. I've been blessed. I'm having a good time.
And that's wonderful. We're going to go ahead and take a break. You're currently tuned in to LoveLinked on IntellectualRadio.com.
Your face, yeah, greets my eyes. Let's just yeah, baby, take our time. I'm gonna love you, baby. Really get to know you, baby. I wanna know you. I'm gonna love you, baby. Really get to know you, baby. Oh, baby. I'm gonna love you, baby. I wanna really get to know you, baby. I wanna show you, baby, why you need to know me, baby. Girl, you got that good kind of loving, good kind of loving, good kind of loving. Girl, you got that.
And we're back. You're currently tuned in to LoveLinked on IntellectualRadio.com. And now we have the incredible Karen Davis and the creator of Shail the series, Emmanuel Marthal.
Good morning. Good morning.
What's up?
Hey, Manny.
It's the one and only.
Okay.
So, Karen, tell us about your role on the Shail series.
Well, in the role with the series, I play one of 3 old ladies who kind of hang out in the neighborhood. We interact with each other. We see everything, but we're not saying nothing. And it's my first role, I'm so grateful, firstly, to be cast in this. I just began to take acting lessons in March after attending a workshop through Harold Dennis. Everybody knows Harold. Good morning.
Hi, Harold.
Hi there. And also, since then, I've been training and auditioning. And what I appreciate about being in Chicago is that there is no pretentiousness, there is no bougie, as was mentioned earlier. And accept the notes, you take it, and you continue to move forward and keep using it for your next project and the next project.
So prior to the acting classes, did you do anything before that?
Well, as a child, I did a few stage plays and I modeled, and people would literally approach my mother and ask, does your kid, does she act or model? And so way back in the day, I modeled for Lane and Bryant when they had the Chubby World for little chubby girls. And did a little bit of modeling actually for Goldblatt's for the people back in the day who
Yeah, I remember Goldblatt's.
So yes, and with the acting and going back on this path, it's been nothing but positive. Nothing but positive.
So what made you just really say, this is the year I'm going to pursue acting?
Being around actors, Chicago is so rich for theater and stand-up and networking and meeting people who are committed to this process also gives me energy to recommit to the process, study, train, and network. I'll tell anyone who asks me, why do you do this? It's because of the atmosphere, study, train, and network, and you'll get an opportunity.
So, Emmanuel, how did you come to reach an agreement about the content of Shail, the series?
Let me see. To be honest, how I got started was I was working on it around the time when Spike Lee did Shail. And so, Chirac, and I had like people hitting me up like, "Are you and Spike Lee working together?" I'm like, "No." And so that's how I heard it from a lot of people, that Chirac. And when I seen it on news, in the newspaper, I was like, let me put my stuff on hold because I don't want nobody thinking that, me and him working together or whatever. So I decided to just film my first movie. And actually, I was going to do this probably like 2026 until a close friend of mine, Mike Watson, told me like, "Hey, I think it's time for you to put this on because a lot of stuff is going on in Chicago, and it's time for somebody to tell us our story that's from here and live here instead of outsiders who have no idea what's really going on instead of just he say, she say stuff." So I'm like, all right, cool.
And so how did you come up with some of the ideals for each episode? Because the cast is very diverse, so I can't wait to see how this all is going to tie together.
To be honest with you, every character seems, majority of them, I would say 95% of them came to me in a dream. Like I was just daydreaming at work and sleeping, knowing I'm supposed to be at work now. Like, I'm bored. Let me just start getting some ideas. So that's how a lot of stuff been going on with Shail. And also, like when I had auditioned, a lot of great actors was auditioning, and I was just daydreaming. I was just looking at them like, man, this person look great for this. And then so I would ask them questions like, okay, picture a scenario, and if you was playing this character, this is how would you do it? And they killed it. I'm like, ooh, yeah, this person is in.
Now, did you face any obstacles while filming?
Mainly obstacles while filming, besides the snow. And I wouldn't say no obstacles. It's just like, if you believe in something that you want to do, like I'm the type of person, like I don't believe in obstacles. I went independent, and as long that like I'm doing what I want to do and I have God leading the way, there's no obstacles. It's just like, if you put out a great product, people gonna come regardless. They may not come in the beginning. Eventually, they're gonna like, man, I want to do this. So It's mainly no obstacles. Probably the only obstacles that I'm going through right now. A lot of people don't know who I am and my film company, but eventually they're gonna know who I am.
That's right. Speaking into existence.
Yeah, you just gotta crawl before you walk.
You do. And so, do you still have more scenes to film in
Oh
2017?
yeah, we got a whole bunch of them. I'm talking, man. It is like the scenes that we gotta do. Like the next episodes that we're gonna be filming, we got Renata in it. Let me see. I think Christopher Grill in it. Big Bargo. I mean, the next thing that we're gonna do is gonna be like, wow,
Scandalous, huh?
Like,
I can't
it's gonna
wait.
be more. Did they really just put this out?
So, are you going to release a couple of episodes, or are you going to wait to collectively do a premiere?
No, I'm gonna release a couple of episodes. It's gonna be like the first season is gonna be 7 episodes. I would say the first episodes, I want to say probably gonna be like 12 minutes, and so like each episode is gonna be like 15 minutes a piece. And the premiere, I want to have like an event party for the premiere for like the last episode, like season ending, and that's gonna be a banger right there because I know for a fact everybody's gonna be looking forward for season 2.
Okay, let's go ahead and take a break. You're currently tuned in to LoveLinked on IntellectualRadio.com.
Good kind of living. Your face, yeah, greets my eyes. Let's just take, yeah, baby, take our time. I'm gonna love you, I'm gonna love you, baby. Really get to know you, baby. I wanna know you, I'm gonna love you, baby. Really get to know you, baby. Oh, baby. I'm gonna love you, baby. I wanna know. Really get to know you, baby. I'm gonna show you, baby, why you need to know me, baby. Girl, you got that good kind of loving, good kind of loving, good kind of loving. Girl, you got that good kind of loving, good love. Girl, you got that good kind of loving, good kind of loving, good kind of loving. Girl, you got that good kind of loving, 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 good kind of living, good kind of living. My lips, yeah, kiss your eyes.
And we're back. You're currently tuned in to LoveLinked on IntellectualRadio.com and iHeartRadio station. And we have Emmanuel Marthal, creator of Shy Hill series, on the phone.
I always wanted to do that.
So, Emmanuel, I am so proud of you. I just can't wait to see how this entire thing is going to pan out. Before you leave, I need you to let us know where you can be found on social media.
Okay, cool. Well, I can't take all the credit from this. The most important person who's taking the credit is God, number one, and my crew and my cast. They pretty much did the majority of the work. All I did was just write and came up with a concept, and they loved my vision, and they was down, and they support me. So it's mainly all the great actors that we have and all the production crew that we have. They the one who's, doing the work, and I'm just, being there, just being me. And places that you can find Shy Ill, the series, is on our fan page on Facebook, Instagram, Shy Ill, the series, YouTube, Shy Ill, the series, and Vimeo, Shy Ill, the series. And we also working on our website, ShyIllTheSeries.com.
Okay, Emmanuel, thanks for tuning in with us. You have been listening to Love Linked on IntellectualRadio.com. Have a great morning. Bye-bye.
Your face, yeah, greets my eyes. Let's just take, yeah, baby, take our time. I'm gonna love you, I'm gonna love you, baby. Really get to know you, baby. I wanna know you, I'm gonna love you, baby. Really get to know you, baby. Oh, baby. I'm gonna love you, baby. I wanna know. Get to know